Alright, so when you're in Firelink Shrine, there's always a couple goodies around. Take the time to watch every nook and crannies. Firebomb always useful if you want to throw some grenade at people. There's our cleric here. If you want the healing spell, you can talk to him. But you need the requirement in Fate.
Hello, but I hear no.
Keep talking to all in the NPC if you want to unlock the Covenant if they have one.
Now let me only. Now only.
Alright, since I talked to him a couple times, see you got all the healing spells. Well, not all of them. Onwards is pretty useful. It teleports you directly to the last bonfire that you sat on out. Force push. Seek guidance is pretty useless, but heal and greater heal is really useful if you
Come again.
You think the potions are not enough. Sometimes you get some hard spots, it's just easier to have more potions. It's always a good thing to do. To have. Here you got the graveyard. You should not be coming here at the start, you should always go to the right side. But I'm gonna show people where is the Zweihander. As you can see, a lot of people died here because the skeleton are way too hard when you start. See, I don't even do damage to them. That's the first mistake a lot of players. They start here and they're like, oh my god, this is way too hard. Too hard. Like, those skeleton or something else. Actually, no, it's because you're way too low level to be here. And that's the first thing you should do when you're playing Dark Souls. If the enemy are way too hard, it's because you should not be there. Because the game is pretty fair. There's some spike for the how hard it is, but usually it's not that hard. See, we can spear, and over here we got this Zweihander. It's one of the best weapon, one of the biggest sword you can get in the game, and most people like it. So, binoculars. Oh no! I'm gonna die. Like I said, you should not be there, you just come back later when you're much higher level. At least after the first bell. I always come here later, way later, after the second bell. Like there's no rush to come here and go do one of the early boss, because if you don't have the an holy weapon, it's much harder. You can get an holy weapon to fight the skeleton, they don't actually come back when you kill them. Alright, let's sit down for a minute. So now everybody's reset, so I won't be attacked by all the skeletons. Alright, so now I go to the right hand instead when you start, and you go to the aqueduct. You start the first area. See, much easier to do actually damage to the enemies. It's not like the skeleton, I was doing like 15 and their health bar was not even going down. Backstab. Fire pot thrower. Fire pot. Thinking of Elden Ring. Firebound, sorry. You can always kick them if you hit forward and attack at the same time. You cannot kick with every weapon, but most weapons have that, like regular attack with the front end attack. But some of them, like the fashion, you actually do a back flip slash at the same time. It's always useful to have a weapon that you can do the kick. Just because of that, if the enemy are walling right behind their shield, you can attack, cannot, never work, so that's pretty good for that. So here, get the first little secret. I think it's more souls. That's what I was talking about earlier. See, if I would be attacking like that, I would hit the wall instead of just going forward. It's always nice to have a weapon that does that. What are they doing there? You can hit them so they don't have the chance to come back up and ambush you. Alright, so that's the first little area. You're gonna actually come inside Undead Burg right after that. There's nothing in here. Always more souls, always good to leveling up. So as you can see here, I cannot go in that building, but I can actually go there a little bit later if you jump from the roof over there. From there. Here we can get one of the best shield for the start of the game. I don't know, I think it's not as good as the one that I have, but if you're playing another class like the Pyromancer or even the Bandit, their shield is really not that good when you start. See what I was saying with the kick? Archer. Do the archer first, guys. There's the other one. Oh, they're both there. Kick. Stab. Kick. Stab. There you go. Well, down here, you can see some player are really nice and they put some message in merchant head. Actually, this guy is pretty good, especially if you start a Dex character, if you want some fast light attack. You get the katana here. And he's got a pretty good key that you need at the beginning if you didn't pick up the master key when you, as a gift when you start the game. You'll see him afterward. So this is my, I think, like 10th or 12th playthrough so far in like 5 years, so I know the game by heart. So see, that's where we came in. We saw the ladder, and when I was earlier, I said I can jump. You gotta run and jump. Yep. There you go. And you get this crossbow, if I do remember here. Light crossbow. The thing with crossbows, are pretty nice, they hit hard, but you cannot aim. So you gotta target a monster and shoot them. You can't aim like you can do with a bow in the game. Alright, let's go back. I'm gonna show you the merchant. So the merchant is right here.
Well now.
So you can purchase. Most things are not really useful. We can purchase the orange guidance soapstone if you want to leave messages like the other player. Or here residence key if you want to open a door that I'm gonna go later. So I'm gonna buy that. He's got different weapon too, but as you can see here, he doesn't have the Uchiga katana. See, he's got the same shield as me. That's really good shield to start since he got 100% physical damage reduction. Even this one, 88. Pretty good. You got a short bow. If you want to use a bow to get an enemy from afar, you hit him, he comes to you, you kill them. Like, if you don't want to take multiple enemy in time, it's pretty good to use. And those two, I don't really use them. Repair box and bottomless box. You don't really need that. Repair box can be useful if your weapon break and you don't need to go back to a blacksmith to repair them. But that's usually not an issue. Alright, so like I was saying, this guy, if you want the katana at the beginning of the game, you gotta kill him. I'm gonna show you. It doesn't really matter, but if you want the key, you gotta kill him. You gotta buy the key before you kill him because you won't be able to loot the key afterward. Katana. Woohoo! So if you're playing a dex character, or you want to be like a ninja or a samurai, can't even use it because it's too. The requirement for the strength is too much. That's funny. Night that I can't use a fucking katana. Alright, let's do this. First bonfire of the Undead Burg. I would suggest that when you come in the area, you just run straight to the bonfire so you don't have to come back every time if you die. Alright. The thing that can get frustrating here is to cross this little path there. There's always those undead over there that throw firebomb at you. You can shoot them with a bow if you find them really annoying, but they're gonna respawn every time, so if you die, you'll always have to kill them again and again. So, me, I usually only run, just get used to the fighting. Those guys are really not that hard. This one is a bit harder because he has a shield. But here on the right, there's an enemy. Come on. And there's another one in the back here. You don't really need to kill them, but here there's a chest. You're gonna loot some good stuff. Black firebomb are pretty good against bosses or bigger enemy. You don't really need them, but if you want to take out an enemy from afar, the black firebomb are really powerful. Just like the firebomb, but 10 times stronger. Alright, let's go see our firebomb thrower. Almost fell right there. So the key that I bought earlier is open this door, but if you already have the master key, you don't need to. See, use residence key. You don't really need to come in here, but there's a few items that are really useful against some bosses. The gold pine resin. It's really good against bosses and dragons especially. There you go. Oh. No time to heal. Alright, so the actually good place to go for the next area is up there, but if you come in the back here, you can get a ring, but there's those guys, the Black Knights. They're really hard for somebody that's just started the game, but there's actually good ways to kill them proper. Like the best way to kill them actually is parrying, but back parrying and that backstabbing. But that takes a lot of practice, especially if you don't have a good shield, because you gotta go through your shield really fast, and if it doesn't block 100% damage, you're gonna get killed anyway. So you go behind him, backstab. You can even charge an attack in between. Make sure to block that, because he's gonna kill you in a hit. Or two, usually. I don't do that much damage. See, my stamina bar almost went all the way down. It would have staggered me. Oof. Parry. Parry is the best thing to do, but at the same time you gotta be really confident. Come on. Oof. I thought I was dead right there. Yeah, they're really good at punishing people for healing. Usually they do 3 attacks in a row, and you can attack on the 3rd one or try to backstab. Miss. When they do the forward attack like that, it's always a good moment to go around and backstab. Come on, almost there. There you go. If you're really lucky here, you can get the Black Knight sword. It's actually one of the best sword of the game. I really recommend if you want to have a real fun time and just start a character and go up to here and farm the Black Knight until you get it. Woohoo! Like I said, take your time, because there's always somebody trying to kill you somewhere or another. So actually here, there's a really hard mini boss at the bottom of the tower, but you cannot go there unless you took the master key. So we'll fight him much later when you get the actual key, right at the same time that you get the ember that you need to do some fate weapon with the blacksmith. You got some you got those crystal lizards here and there in the game. They're really rare and hidden, and they drop twinkling titanite. Those are the upgrade material that you need to upgrade your boss weapons, or a special weapon like the Black Knights. There you go, first boss of the game. First boss. We'll go to the right. There's a little trick here for the boss. You can actually do the drop attack that you did for the first one also. Oh, a vagrant. Those are really rare. I don't even remember how you spawn those. Where did it go? It's right there. I actually never killed one before. Twin humanities. That's pretty interesting. So, the boss is gonna jump from there and you can run back to the ladder, go up and do the drop attack if you're really fast. If you take your time to do it, he's gonna jump back and you'll miss him. And that's the spot too if you want to use the gold pine resin that you built before to put on your weapon. But you don't really need it for this boss. See, drop. If you wait, he's gonna jump back. You can actually do that a few times if you want. You just need to kite him in the back and run back to the ladder. And do the jump attack again. You gotta be really careful. That's stuck in the wall. Let's try it. If you miss it, he can hit you in the legs as you're going up in the ladder. If you're not fast enough. Just like that. That's why you need 100% shield at the beginning. See? As long as you have stamina, you're not too bad. Oh my god, come on. You gotta be real careful too because he can hit you and you're gonna fall down the wall. Come on. Yeah, the longsword's pretty good at the beginning, but as you can see, it doesn't do that much damage. It's all about how fast you can hit. Almost there. Come on. Oh. There you go. That's it for the Taurus Demon. And if you're really lucky, sometimes you even jump off the cliff for you. That's pretty funny. gonna see our friend Solaire.
Ah, I am.
Always say yes to whatever he says, he's the best.
Oh, I have a.
Oh yes.
The way I see it,
You wanna
our
join
place
his
is
convent
quiet.
because he's the
Land brimming
convent
with
of the
So what
Warrior of Sunlight,
this pleases me greatly.
and this is pretty
Well, then,
much
take this.
allowing you to co-op
We are amidst
proper
strange beings
with
in a
people
strange
when you're
world. Well,
at a boss.
there's no telling how much longer
You can
your
co-op
world
until you
minds
get
will remain in
after
contact. But
here.
use this
You gotta kill the
to
Taurus
summon one
Demon
another
first.
and engage, of course, but
Alright, so here, first thing first, I would tell everybody, make sure your health is full. Because as soon as I'm gonna get on the bridge, the red dragon that we saw earlier is gonna be there and is gonna flamethrower the whole place. If you're lucky or fast enough, you might have enough time to reach here. Or, like me, you're gonna be hit by the fire. See? And if you stand here, you're gonna die too. You can tease, actually, the dragon to use his flame. Why he's not attacking right now? Come on. Dragon, dragon, dragon. For some reason he's not. Because you can use this spot as a farming spot afterwards. He doesn't want to use his flame. Oh my god, come on. For some reason he doesn't want to use his flame. Like I was saying, like that. See? You don't do that. Oh boy. So right back at the beginning. I was too eager to show everybody, now I'm stuck here. I gotta redo, and if I die again, I'm gonna lose all my souls. Like I said. Oh my god. Always take your time, guys. There's a motto in Dark Souls, take your time. Because you're gonna be stuck in between them or the wall, have nowhere to go, and lose a bunch of souls. You know when you don't die against the Black Knight and you get killed by the dragon? Pretty fun. Almost there. Like I was saying, you should have gone here. You come down the stairs, go through, turn left, and there's a ladder right back to the bonfire. There you go. Just gonna go sit down for a while.